Hello, Formula One fans. The stewards have put their foot down, and F1 might never be the same again. After a controversial decision at the Mexican GP, driving rules have gotten even stricter. But will this rein in the drivers, bold moves, or just make the game even more dangerous? F1 news is heating up, so don't miss out. Subscribe to the channel to stay in the loop on everything F1. Just hit the subscribe button below the video. It's quick, free, and no registration is needed. This is F1 Fastline News, your daily Formula One news channel. Let's get straight to it. Toto Wolff is convinced that the penalties Verstappen received in Mexico have set a new standard. He believes that this stance by the stewards, requiring drivers to leave space for their rivals on the outside of corners, is crucial for ensuring cleaner, fairer battles. In Wolff's view, Verstappen's actions weren't accidental. Rather, they reflect an aggressive approach that he says has shown up before, especially during the fierce title fight with Lewis Hamilton in 2021. It's precisely this fine line between defending position and pushing boundaries that he feels needs to be adjusted. Wolff believes that drivers know exactly what they're doing and the implications of their actions. He highlighted that, from karting days, it's well known that anyone on the outside of a corner risks getting pushed off if the inside driver brakes too late. This isn't new, but if regulations leave gaps, drivers like Verstappen will certainly push those limits to the max. And that's why clear and strict rule enforcement will be a crucial point going forward. These changes could be seen as a turning point, according to Wolff, who believes that the decision in Mexico will lead to different behavior in upcoming races. He also emphasized that, from now on, drivers will have to leave space for those on the outside of the turn, no more late braking that forces rivals off the track. In his words, that's not allowed, and I think it's good for racing. Wolff's take raises a key question. Is Formula One entering a new era of mutual respect on the track, or are we heading toward over-regulation that could end up stifling competition? After all, fans' passion also lies in the thrill and unpredictability that these close battles bring. Shifting gears. On the other side, we have Christian Horner's perspective, who seems to view this new approach with plenty of skepticism. To him, this stance could compromise the essence of competition. He argues that outside moves have always been, by nature, risky and reserved for the boldest drivers. Horner believes there's a balance that needs to be respected, and that the driver on the inside of the corner historically has control of the racing line, which he sees as a fundamental principle of motorsport. Horner worries that with this new interpretation of the rules, drivers might start exploiting the situation to push the boundaries on outside overtakes, aiming to position themselves just right to demand space, and, if they don't get it, expect penalties for their competitors. You could clearly see Norris going super late into the corner to make sure he had a case, Horner said, pointing to the case in Austin as an example. Another point Horner raised is that this stricter stance on the rules could end up hurting the spectacle. For him, it's essential to go back to basics. If a driver is on the outside, they shouldn't have the priority. According to the Red Bull chief, without this balance, we risk seeing the next races turn into total chaos, with each driver trying to create their own interpretation of the rules right there on the track. So, here's the question. Should Formula One follow this stricter line, as Wolff suggests, or aim for a middle ground to avoid turning races into a penalty fest? Horner suggests it might be time for the rules to be discussed again between stewards and drivers to reach a consensus that's both fair and practical. In such a competitive season, any change could have a big impact on the final races of the year. After all, we want to see thrilling races and fair battles, but without losing the essence of a sport that's always been intense and challenging by nature. So here's the question. Will this stance by the stewards really improve the show, or are we heading for too much control? What's your opinion? Do you think Wolff is right in pushing for a stricter approach, or does Horner have a point in fearing this could stifle competition? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think. And of course, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Here, we talk Formula One straight up with strong opinions and plenty of information. Subscribe, hit the bell, and join this community of passionate fans. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and share it with other Formula One fans. Let's grow this community of Formula One fans together. See you next time, speeding toward victory.